Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I apologize for my voice today because I caught a flu, but hopefully I would be able to finish recording this video. Today's topic is Assassination of Alexander II. During the rule of Alexander II, the terrorism as a social movement in Russia has been developed. Alexander II was born in 1818 and became Tsar in 1855 when he was 37 years old. He ruled until 1881 when he was assassinated by revolutionaries. Alexander II was not a fanatical liberal. He defended the principles of monarchy, but he saw the need of reforms. The most important reform that Alexander II was able to accomplish was abolishment of the serfdom. Russian serfdom is a big topic to discuss and it requires a separate video. But in short, they were unfree persons, peasants, but unlike slaves, they could be sold only together with land. So Alexander II let the peasants free, but in reality those free men received less than a half of land which was promised initially. Even for that piece of land, peasants had to pay an impossible sum. The leftover land was kept by noble class, and those territories usually included forests, pastures, which are essential for agriculture. So some liberals felt that they were cheated and were dissatisfied with suspension of reforms in 1870s. They thought that reforms were not aimed to establishment of parliament and constitution. These liberals constituted a revolutionary organization, Land and Liberty, founded in 1860, dissolved in 1864, and then founded again in 1876. Activists started to agitate peasants in necessity of revolution. They have tried to educate people with socialist ideas, which they found in Western liberal books. But to their disappointment, peasants didn't follow their call. They thought that peasants would easily accept socialist ideas as they had no idea about private property, but peasants did not follow until 1905. So land and liberty activists decided to pressure Tsar to establish parliament and constitution by using method of terror. In 1979 in Lipetsk, members of Land and Liberty gathered together to discuss their future activities. Some members wanted to continue peaceful agitation of peasants, but some radicals were insisting on terror. In result, the organization was split into terrorist People's Will and nonviolent Black Repatriation. But even before formation of People's Will, there were 3 assassination attempts on Tsar Alexander II. On April 4, 1866, Alexander II took a walk in the summer garden. While he was walking towards the gate to exit the garden, many common people gathered along the fence to look at the Tsar. A radical, Dmitry Karakozov, took out the gun and shot into Alexander II. He was shooting from a short distance and could have killed Tsar. But one of the passerby, Osip Komissarov, noticed Karakozov taking out the gun and pushed him. Luckily, Tsar was unharmed. Karakozov was arrested and hanged. After this event, the authorities started to ban any gatherings and closed the newspaper Современник. The second attempt happened in Paris. Alexander II was riding an open coach with Napoleon III. At that time, Anton Berezovsky, Pole, decided to take a revenge for oppression of Polish revolt and shoot the Tsar. This time as well, the guard noticed a gun in Berezovsky's hand and pushed him. The bullet killed the horse. The third attempt happened in 1879, right before Land and Liberty split. A radical, Alexander Solovyov, was waiting Tsar in Petersburg center. He shot at him 4 times and missed. Solovyov had poison with him, which he took when he realized that assassination failed. But authorities caught him and gave him antidote in order to put him on trial and execute. After these failures, one of the leaders of People's Will, Zhelyabov, started to plan assassination in details. he decided to blow up the train with the Tsar. They had 3 unsuccessful attempts. First, they dig a hole and put dynamite near Odessa, but Alexander II took another route. Second time, dynamite did not work. On the third attempt, they successfully blew up the train, but destroyed a cart with luggage. In the end of 1879, Stepan Khalturin got in touch with People's Will members. Khalturin was hired as a worker to Winter Palace, where he restored furniture. He offered to bring dynamite into the palace. He took it from the members of People's Will and brought it into his room. In the beginning of 1880, there was an explosion. Khalturin put all dynamite 2 floors below dining room. Alexander II was very precise with his schedule, so Khalturin knew when Tsar would be in the dining room. But on that day, Alexander II was expecting a guest, brother of his wife. His train arrived late, so they came late to the dining room. Tsar was unharmed, but many guards died. Authorities were looking for People's Will members but couldn't arrest them all. It happened because one of the guards, Nikolai Kletashnikov, was helping them. After Mikhail Loris-Melikov became a chief of the administrative commission, the search of terrorists became more productive. At the same time, he proposed a project, a creation of a commission with representatives from all social classes who could work on new reforms. It was not equal to parliament nor constitution, but it was at least a step forward to liberalism. Alexander II hesitated about the commission. Nevertheless, on March 1, 1881, he signed the proposal. After signing, Alexander II decided to leave palace to watch his nephew at parade. People's Will members were already waiting for him in the center. 4 members represented a merchant, his wife, housemaid, and servant, living on Sadovaya Street. At night, they were digging up a hole and putting dynamite. However, Tsar took another route and avoided explosion, so the leader of People's Will, Sofia Perovskaya, commanded to throw bombs. Sofia, a general's daughter, did not arouse suspicion. She waved with a white handkerchief and Rysakov threw a bomb into the Tsar's couch. The couch was destroyed and bomb injured several people except Tsar. He went out of the couch shocked and started walking. He was approached by Ignaty Grinevetsky, who threw a bomb between himself and Tsar. It exploded. Grinevetsky died the same evening in the hospital. Alexander II died in 1 hour from blood loss. His son, Alexander III, arrested terrorists associated with his father's assassination and ordered to execute them. The commission project signed by Alexander II was cancelled by Alexander III, and all revolutionary activities were stopped. His ruling would be peaceful, but the problems did not vanish, rather increased during his son's ruling in the 20th century. In the place where Alexander II was killed, the church was built in 1883 and named the church on the spilled blood. Later, the Cathedral of the Resurrection of Christ was built in 1907. 24 years, people sent donations for constructions from every corner of the country. The cathedral is very symbolic. Its height is 81 meters, the year Alexander II was killed. The height of the bell tower is 62 meters, the age of the Tsar when he died. Although this cathedral was built to commemorate death, it's very colorful and beautiful. That's it for today. Thank you for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel and I'll see you next time.